Hello, hello, and welcome back as Crusty Cornelius continues living out his simple dream of murdering every hobo in the galaxy. In Perfidious Pete plays Rimworld. Oh, Crusty, yeah, he's a simple man, and he's got a very simple dream. Kill every hobo, ever. Itinerant, vagrant, all they fall in the category of hobos, carpetbaggers even, they all gotta go. But no man's dream is forged in a vacuum, and that includes Crusty and his little quest to kill them all, which is why we have allowed Sister Winnie and friend Toon and to, join our colony, and also it's why we kidnapped Bernard. We need help, and the problem is here, Bernard, I'm talking specifically to you, Krusty's L. Ron Hubbard-style coercive tactics and indoctrination have thus far been pretty damn unsuccessful with regard to getting you to join our colony. Your wild heart just can't be broken. I don't get it. It's like you're the horse in a Disney movie, except without the Gabrielle Anwar and the jumping from a great height into a puddle of water. I don't understand it, but ooh, an escape pod. Oh, ho, ho, jump to location. Okay, hold on a second. Let's see who's in this escape pod. We may need to stage another rescue. We've got Butler. Butler, are you by chance an actual butler? No, you are a sculptor. You're incapable of crafting, dumb labor, and cooking. You are a sickly child, you're a sculptor, you're lazy, staggeringly ugly, and too smart for your own damn good. Well, I was just about to tell Bernard about how, in time, all will come to Lord Zeno, even if they must be purged from this mortal plane, born again silently, and purged again. In due time, all will find the glory of the Dark Lord Zeno. And if you think, by the way, Bernard, that was, an overt threat as to you having a very high-velocity encounter with a vaguely 30-06 bullet-shaped object in the near future, you're not entirely wrong. I'm thinking maybe you need to get on board the Crusty Cornelius train. And as an example, I'm thinking maybe Butler. Maybe we have to make an example of old Butler here. She has a synth thread t-shirt. You know who would like that t-shirt, Butler? You know who would like that? Wow, your art is fantastic, though, and you're a really good researcher. Your medicine is pretty good. How do your skills compare? To Crusty, okay, you're better at medicine. You're okay, you're a little better all around. But medicine is really your one good skill, Butler, and we've got Toon. Toon, the geneticist, has already sort of got that covered. He's also a better shot than you are. He's also better at melee. Your art skill is good, and admittedly... Oh, you know what? Never mind. Winnie is an artist. Well, you're... no, sorry. You're incapable of actual butlering. See, this is the problem, Butler. If only you had agreed to live up to your name, this wouldn't be a problem. But you know what I do want? I do want your shirt. So, I'm gonna come down here and... I'm gonna steal your clothing. I don't feel good about it, but Winnie's clothing is a little tattered. She's wearing rags, I think. Winnie, aren't you wearing, like, just... your shirt? You have a camel hair button-down shirt. See, there's no way that can be comfortable. A camel hair shirt? Come on, that's gonna be itchy as shit. Winnie's old, tattered nipples are already roughed up enough. I don't think we need her wearing a hair shirt, so we're gonna borrow Toon for a minute. Go ahead and eat some breakfast, Toon. Let's crank the speed up a little here. Toon's gonna grab a quick breakfast. Eat it at our fantastically fancy table. Then let's see what he decides to do. He's going to go for a walk. No, you know what, Toon? You're actually not going to go for a walk. Or rather, you are going to go for a walk, but that walk is going to be to come down here and strip Butler. I suppose we don't have to... I was thinking about just leaving her down here and letting her die. I'm not going to lie. The let her die philosophy seems pretty good. Why is there blood everywhere down here? Crusty, what the hell's been going on? I don't want to ask questions, man, because I know you don't like it when people ask questions about your business, but still. That's right, Pete. You ask questions about my business, and, well, that 30-06 may come and find you. All right, Crusty, I want to ask any other questions. I want to have him haul this. Just take that. There you go. And, Butler, I'm thinking about forgetting that okay, fine. You know what? I'm not gonna leave you to die. I'm gonna rescue you. I don't want you. No reachable, unreserved, non-prisoner bed. You gotta be shitting me. She won't sleep in a prisoner bed? What if this is not for prisoners? Prisoners and colonists cannot sleep in the same room. All right, well, no, we can't do that because Bernard very definitely is a prisoner. I suppose we could construct another bed. It does seem like a waste of wood, but theoretically, you know what? It's not necessarily the end of the world. Theoretically, we're going to need more colonist beds anyway. I mean, ultimately, I do want more colonists. It's also a chance for somebody to do a little better job constructing a bed. Maybe we can get one built that isn't just a shoddy piece of garbage. First things first, though, Toon, bring that shirt back. You bring your girl Winnie a new shirt, she's going to be real happy. I'm telling you, Winnie loves the nice clothing. She's blind in both eyes, so she can't necessarily fully appreciate the niceness of the clothing. Where are you going, man? What the hell are you doing? You're going for a walk. All right, I suppose that's fine. We all need a little joy in our lives. Don't we have a horseshoe thing that I built? Didn't I build us like a place to play horseshoe? Shouldn't we be doing that for joy? Maybe I did not. You know what? Well, if I didn't, let's do that. Grab some steel. Just going to build us a quick horseshoes pin. I was almost positive I built us a horseshoes pin. But there we go. Now we'll have a place. You build that. We'll have a place to play horseshoes. You won't have to spend all your time wandering around like an idiot. We do need to get some more food. Food is a priority. We're really having trouble. Speaking of which, Bernard, you got to stop eating. I'm telling you, you got to start pulling your weight here, Bernard. Okay, so this is a medical bed, but it is not for prisoners. Winnie, I guess... You know what? If you're harvesting a potato plant, no, I'm not going to bother you. Toon, you're still going for a walk? Yeah, go rescue Butler. We're not going to let Butler live in the colony. I'm just not going to do it. Butler is not good enough. She doesn't get a space. But I don't necessarily feel the need to kill her. We don't know she's a vagrant. We don't know enough about Butler to know whether she's a claim jumping hobo or not. She's just a helpless person that crashed here. Is she necessarily to blame for her arrival on scene? I'm not convinced enough to murder her. I know Krusty's proclivity usually is straight up murder in all cases. Murder, murder, murder. It's his go-to move. When in doubt, you know, shoot it out. That's the Crusty Cornelius motto. That's right, Pete. When in doubt, shoot it out. Specifically, shoot out their eyes, Pete. You shoot out their eyes, and I find that you'll never really have a problem with somebody once you've done shot both their eyes out. They'll be quite cooperative. How do you think Winnie got blinded, Pete? As a kid, I tested out my shoot 'em out and without a doubt policy. Worked out pretty well. Winnie never gave me no lip after that. That's dark and horrible, Crusty. I'm, you know, I'd say thank you for sharing, but what's the opposite of that? Maybe keep it to yourself next time? That's horrible. Why are you, no, this woman does not get medicine. No medicine ever. Stop what you are doing right now. Do not use medicine on that woman. Toon, what the hell is wrong with you? Giving medicine to a stranger? No, medicine is our most precious commodity. It's the one thing we cannot replace under any circumstance, Toon. Put that medicine back in a goddamn freezer. Giving medicine to... I'm already showing way more mercy than I should here, Toon, and you're just making me look bad. All right, now's your chance, Crusty. You can do this. Come on, Bernard. You know you want to. Dark Lord Zeno commands it. Zeno commands it. You will join us. All right, well... Soon, Bernard, soon. Maybe if Bernard wasn't naked all the time, he'd be having a little better encounter here at the Crusty Cornelius facility. But he is nude all the time, which is bad. Winnie, what are you doing? You're researching. You know, research is important, Winnie. It's good that you're trying to expand your mind, but I really think there's a lot more useful stuff we could be doing, like having you finish our defenses. What kind of blocks have we got? We have marble. I don't want to use marble. Slate. Or limestone. We don't have enough of any of those. What kind of chunks have we got? Granite, slate, granite, slate. We have a woodcutter's table or a stonecutter's table, right? Yes. Why are you not doing this? Oh, add build. Make stone blocks. Yes. Do this, let's say 20 times. We need stone blocks desperately. In fact, Winnie, stop researching right now and prioritize making stone blocks. We got to get our defenses up. We have 3 people, and only 2 of them have guns, and one of the guys with the guns isn't a very good shot. The other thing we need to do, we got to get some floors down. We could smooth the floor where it's still sort of wood, but I would really like to just lay down a nice, good, hardwood floor. This seems just like a nice, generalized improvement to the colony. It's going to make everybody a lot happier. It's going to improve the dynamics of our room. We also need to start seeing about segregating off rooms so that everybody has their own individual sleeping space. Because sleeping together makes people unhappy. It seems like the opposite of that should be true. Shouldn't sleeping together make people, like, at least slightly more joyful, at least in the short term? I don't know about you, but an orgasm certainly makes me feel a little better. Then again, 2 of them are brother and sister. I mean, Crusty and his sister, he shot her eyes out, too. That'd be exceptionally weird, wouldn't it? When in doubt, shoot them out. The Crusty... Sometimes, Crusty, I think maybe you're a bad, bad man. And that I'm wrong to... Maybe I'm wrong to celebrate you, Crusty. In the meantime, let's go chop some more wood. Uh-oh, who has an infection? Oh, Butler has gotten... well, I mean, you're either going to get better or you're going to die, Butler. Why am I... You know what? I'm wasting fucking food on Butler. It just occurred to me, I'm feeding this woman. Why am I doing this? We should just murder... Okay, you know what? It's time to make the hard choice. No, don't rest until heal. Crusty, can you euthanize her? Can we just kill her? I don't want to feed her. Try to arrest Butler. No, what I'd really like to do is just murder Butler. Can I just murder her one? Since Toon is can we just? I guess it's too late. You know what I should have done? We should have just left her to die. That's right, Pete. This is what happens. This is why Krusty's got the motto, Pete. When in doubt, shoot him out, both eyes. He should have just adhered to the motto, shot both of her eyes out, and left her out there. You'd have been doing her a mercy, Pete. Could have killed her out there in the wild, but now she's got coming back here, got hope. Now you're going to have to feed her. Gonna make people upset if you just murder her in her sleep, Pete. She's gonna die anyway. She got an infection. How bad is the infection? It's in her right leg. I mean, theoretically, we could amputate that leg. No, because amputations... One, we don't have a very good... Well, we got a pretty good doctor. Toon could probably amputate a leg. But I don't... It takes medicine. I don't want to waste medicine amputating some stranger's leg. Just let her die. I just resent the food that we're going to waste in the time that we're going to spend letting this woman die in our facility when we could have just left her out in the wild to die. Also, Winnie didn't even put on that shirt. Did you? Still wearing that same camp. Toon, did you put up... Toon, you piece of shit. You put on the shirt, didn't you? Yep, you absolutely did. All right, well, I mean, that's kind of a dick move, Toon. I thought maybe bringing that shirt back for Winnie would help your burgeoning romance, and you two pyromaniacs would ultimately give rise to the birth of the Fire Nation, and we could go full Avatar: The Last Airbender on this shit, but clearly, I was sadly mistaken. We also only have 2 simple meals. We gotta do some hunting. Who's our hunter? It looks like Toon is our hunter. Why is Toon our hunter? I mean, Winnie is better at it, honestly. Winnie would be a better hunter. All right, let's mark some animals for hunting then. Toon, no, not a boom rat. Is there anything nearby we could hunt that's actually edible? That's one thing I have to say about this map. We've gotten some luck in sort of that we got a starting spot that's in this sort of well-defended little box canyon, which I do appreciate. There are very few, like, edible animals on this map, though. So, like, if we hunt you, and then let's, like, mark you for hunting. We definitely can't hunt boomalopes because they explode when they die. So you can hunt them. There's just not a lot of benefit to it. What if we... Oh, here we go. We got some deer down here. All right. There you go. That's your whole day tomorrow, Toon. You're going to be hunting. Is hunting your top priority? Hunting is Toon's top priority. We're not hauling or cleaning, Toon. Okay, good. Crusty? Let's crank up the old speed here. We've got good battery power. How's our temperature looking? It's 20 degrees in the freezer. Fantastic. 66 degrees in here. Everybody's going to be comfortable. Who's starving? Winnie is starving. Winnie, you should not be starving. There's ample food available. Actually, there is no... You know, all right, fine. We're going to have to unmark these. Wait, did I just re-forbid them? I forbid a wooden floor. Well, I really didn't want to forbid the floor. Package survival meal. I'd prefer to unforbid those so that Winnie won't let herself starve to death. You know what? We have food. You know, I'm gonna actually re-forbid those. Never mind. The package survival meals are off limits. Crusty, make a dinner for your sister, otherwise she's gonna starve to death and be real unhappy. Well, she's gonna be real unhappy anyway, but I'd prefer she not starve to death. So let's make the food thing happen. That is sort of your top priority as well. Nice work, Toon. Way to wound it first so that you could down him and then have to go point blank melee range to finish him off. That's some fantastically excellent hunting. It's kind of brutal scum tactics of what it is. Be a better shot, man. Just because you're harvesting an animal for its delicious meat doesn't mean you also have to enjoy its trauma. Look at this. Good God, Toon. I suppose on the plus side, it does mean Toon's shooting is getting a little better. Let's flag you for hunting as well. Their boar is very close. This is going to bring us in some meat. This is good. Meat is useful. Somebody's got to butcher that meat. Looks like, oh, okay, fantastic. Yeah, Pete, this is fantastic practice. I love butchering meat. Good times, Pete. Sounds like Toon is at it again. Okay, hold on a second. Wild boar revenge. Jump to location. Okay, the boar is angry, and it's come a gunning for Toon. Let's keep an eye on this situation. Finish it off, Toon. What are you doing? Okay. It's badly injured. Okay, hold on a second. Don't be such a chicken shit, Toon. It's badly injured. It can barely move. Sure, it's trying to fight, but it just, it doesn't want to die, Toon. It's like every other creature. It just wants to live and thrive. And then you shot him in the brain, and now he's dead. Now you can haul him back down. See? All you had to do was just stay calm and keep shooting. That's right, Pete. That's the other axiom of Crusty. Old Crusty Cornelius, stay calm and keep shooting. You'll find out, you'd be surprised how often it'll solve your problems. Winnie is going to be, I'm assuming, in less of a poor mood once she eats. Where are you going with that? Oh, Winnie's taking it over the table. Okay, I thought she was taking it outside for a minute. Be like, what are you doing with the meal, Winnie? Why are you taking it outside? That doesn't make any sense. Going for a walk? We spend so much of our time walking around. Could you guys stop spending so much time walking around and maybe work? Also, stop feeding Butler. How's her health? Is she better? She has a major infection in her right. You know what? No food. We'll let her get to just the edge of starvation. That's it. I'm cutting you off. Either you get better or you're done. I can't afford to keep feeding you, Butler. Our colony is in a very tenuous position here. What is this? Oh, that's a dead deer. Okay. For a minute, I thought Crusty hauled a human corpse back in. He was like, oh, soup's on, boys. We're having long pig tonight. Get out the barbecue sauce. You're going to need to put a lot on there to make this edible. Did you just shoot a deer and then leave it there to rot? Or did you just decide to give up and go to bed? Oh, never mind. You've got him with you. Okay, fine. Now go to bed. Good hunting, Toon. That was a solid day's work. You brought back a lot of meat for the colony. That's good contributions. Winnie, working over Bernard? Give him the Lord Xenu shtick. It's not been working for me, but I don't know, maybe. This guy is unrecruitable, man. 21% chance Winnie is the greatest warden of all time. She can't recruit anybody. She's like Tasha Yar when she did that cameo role in The Walking Dead where she was the lady. Oh, nice to see you later, Butler. Look on the bright side. Yes, I stole your shirt and I turned you loose naked in the wild. But you're definitely better off than you were when you arrived. I mean, I could have just let you bleed out on the ground. I fed you. I may not have done you the best turn in the world, but I still feel like I did you a pretty solid turn. I could have left you in far worse shape. How many? We have 129 slate blocks. Excellent. All right, let's start getting, we're going to go back to working on the defenses here. So, wall, we want slate blocks. It takes 5 per tile. We get 129. Can we make it? Ooh, okay, good. So there we go. And again, my ultimate goal with this is I think we put a sandbag like right here at the end once this is done. And then we can have Crusty stand at the end with the old 30-06 and just stand here and shoot. What else could we do to help our defenses? Then we could put like a fallback zone, maybe a sandbag barricade back here, where when people come around the corner, then we have this big open field, this killing ground we can use. I like this. Let's do, you know what? Let's deconstruct these sandbags. There's no reason not to reclaim these materials, other than it takes time. This could also be like a final Alamo for us as well, like the ultimate fallback point. But when he's, all right, well, you know, I was still kind of thinking that one over, guys, but I appreciate your zeal. So let's do, we want to put us, oh, traps. A suspended spiked weight held up by a delicate trigger. When the victim disturbs the trigger, the weight is released and falls on his head or torso. But we would, if we have this, like, simple corridor, though, we're going to set these traps off ourselves. Although I suppose we could just put a door down here, where we could walk through, but the enemy would have to come up this lane. But then how do we reset the trap? I guess we could just do them in order as we went down. I kind of like that idea. A little corridor of death, all these guys running the gauntlet of traps. It'd be just like American Ninja Warrior, except with way more murder. And far fewer successful contestants, hopefully. You know, I sort of think we need to do this. But we would have to put a door in it so that we can get in and out. All right, first things first then, let's build the door. So we want to do a slate door, and we will put it... Man, doors take a lot of bricks. So let's put the slate door, like, right here, I think. There's our sandbag. And then what we also need, of course, we got to get our fallback position sandbag. And I think what we'll do, let's just dig a diamond formation of sandbags. We do it this way. This way we've got a nice little diamond formation fort. We can all line up in here. We'll have overlapping fields of fire. No worries about anybody shooting anybody else in the back of the head. I like this plan. It seems acceptable to me. What is this growing up here? Corn. So we got rice, we got potatoes, we got a good stockpile of food starting to come in. Except for Bernard, the goddamn selfish holdout who's just sitting down here in this hole, eating our food, providing nothing, I feel like things are going pretty well. Come on, Bernard. 27%, man. We got to do something to spruce up Bernard's environment a little bit. He is just not happy enough to join us. He'd be like, nope, sorry. Don't care what you say. As long as you keep me locked in this dank-ass hole, I am never going to join you. All right. He's kind of forcing my hand. I'm going to have to get Darth Vader-esque on his ass. I'm also going to set up some mining so we can start rounding out the facility here, cleaning up the inside and getting some individual rooms made for our residents. Them sleeping in a communal room does have a negative effect on their mood. If we go look at their actual needs, shared bedroom. See, that's a -5 that we don't necessarily need. Also, in darkness is bad too. And something that I think we could fix relatively easily. God, Crusty, you're a sweet-ass miner. Look at him go, man. Crusty is tearing through that stuff. He's like a rock-chewing gopher, baby. Where's my wood, though? How come nobody's chopping trees? Because we have growing set to a higher priority, and you know what? I am fully comfortable with that. We can cut wood and finish our parkour floors any day. Parkour floor? Wouldn't a parkour floor be the kind of floor like that you leaped around on and did like fancy sort of free-running moves on? Wouldn't that be more of a parkour floor? You know what? We need another animal sleeping spot, too. Furniture. Let's do an animal sleeping box. Let's make a little wooden sleeping box for our squirrel friend. We don't have any wood. Oh, well. What about a granite sleeping block? Or slate? What do we have the most blocks of? Let's make a little granite sleeping. That takes 35? Alright, well, fine. I mean, we're not using them for anything else, I guess. Man, squirrel, you better really appreciate this, SW1. I really wish I could rename the squirrel. I would absolutely name the squirrel SW1. Can you even do anything? We can turn you into an attack squirrel. Well, that's ridiculous. I have to assume your damage is non-existent. What about Rick? How's your training coming? Not at all. One day, Rick. I mean, we'll get you there eventually. One of these days, pal, one of these days, I'm going to have you be my trained attack thrombo. Stop eating my fucking potatoes, Rick. You asshat. Stop. Aren't you forbidden, Rick? You're restricted to Animal Area 1. Am I crazy, or did Animal Area 1 not include... Yeah, okay. You guys, you got to stop leaving the potatoes out where Rick can get them. This is not Rick's fault. He's just a dumb animal. I can't really blame Rick for this. This is your guys' fault for leaving these potatoes out where Rick can get his filthy little mitts on them. This has got to stop. Also, we need to zone another growing zone. I know there's a mad animal. We'll get to that in just a moment. Crusty, what's your growing? 5. Toon, what's your growing? 5. Winnie, what's your growing? 7, and you're really close. Okay, we need to do more planting because I want to get another grow zone. At some point, we're going to have somebody who can grow medicine. We're ultimately going to run out of that. It's only a matter of time. Yes, I know there's a mad animal. I'm coming to it. First, though, I want to zone another growing zone. Come up here and do a little, let's do a little 6x6 growing zone. And I think we're going to plant some strawberries here. Winnie can do it. So can Toon. Winnie and Toon together can grow strawberries. Now let's check out this mad animal. All right, fine. Jump to the location. Where's the mad animal? There is a crazed buck. Crazed gazelle. It's a manhunter. It's probably going to get eaten by a grizzly bear. Am I really worried about that? It's like not even in our hunting territory. I'm going to ignore that. Unless it comes running for us. Which is absolutely exactly what it's doing. So it knows where we are. It can smell man flesh and it hungers. So we can make the doe come down the corridor of death. I mean, is now the time we want to test this? Where is the doe? We could probably beat it. Okay, you know what? Let's try this. Crusty, take position. Let's get Toon and Winnie on backup. Toon, put you at the front of the diamond. Winnie, I guess we'll just grab you, I don't know, just in case. Get you over here. Stay out of Krusty's corpse hole, by the way, guys. Oh, we're not going to make it in time. Okay. Our plan is already busted. Crusty, fall back. Winnie, you got to run, girl. Otherwise, you're going to get chewed on by a deer. Everybody break. Get to the defensive part. It's going to take the deer a minute to clamber over the sandbag. Guys, make, oh God, Winnie, go, spring to the attack. Get him, Winnie. Attack, melee attack, Gazelle. Get him. Oh, good shot, Crusty, right in the brain shot. Yeah, that's right, Pete. Turns out, like I always say, when in doubt, shoot 'em out, Pete. When in doubt, shoot 'em out. Now, you know what? That's good eating, too. I don't know if you should really eat a crazed gazelle, Crusty. That seems, like, risky. We don't know why it got all mad. This thing could have rabies. Can you cook that out? I don't know if you can cook rabies out of meat. This seems like a highly questionable supposition, Crusty. Yeah, well, I'm doing it anyway, Pete. Can't tell me what to do. I'm crazy-ass Crusty Cornelius. Also, we need some more components. Let's, this is compacted machinery, right? Yes, okay, so we're going to mine this and this. In fact, we're going to have Crusty prioritize mining this compacted machinery. Yeah, that's fine, Crusty. Just leave the deer on the floor. No, just, you know, put that anywhere, pal. It'll be fine. Filthy, rotting deer corpse in the floor of the living room? Yeah, I don't see a problem with it. I am the one that told him to do that, technically, so I guess probably I should stop criticizing, but a little decorum, Crusty, maybe. Right, give me some more wood as well. We got to finish this floor. Nobody is chopping wood. But the reason we're not chopping wood is because we have all of these plants that are completed. And surprisingly, I think harvesting plants is much more important. Krusty's whipping out some compacted machinery for us here. Good work, Crusty. So this is going to give us how... Oh, that's a ton of components. We got plenty then. Krusty's going to come down here and keep banging. All right, so I think then... Uh-oh. We have a raid. Group of tribes people from the Sierra of the Mountain have arrived nearby. They are attacking immediately. All right, well, this is it. They're going to try and ignite my solar generator. With a club? I mean, I don't want to call you an idiot, but it doesn't seem like that club is going to be particularly useful in setting a solar generator on fire. Still, this is a good opportunity for us to test the defensive plan. These guys are coming. Everybody's drafted. All of y'all drafted. All right, first off, everybody move out to here. They're going to beat us. This is... Okay, here's the problem with the defensive strategy that we have going. Everybody makes it to our defenses before we do. These guys are just armed with melee weapons. You know what, Crusty, here, just let them come around the corner. We need to get some... We really need something that we can do down here to slow these guys down. That's what we need. We got to slow them down. All right, Winnie, we're going to do the same thing we did last time. When this guy gets around... That guy's trying to break down the freaking door. The tunnel is not going to work if these guys just try... He's trying to shatter my door. That's not cool, bro. Ready, Winnie? Get behind him. Now, spring to the attack. Crusty, go for the eyes. Good shot, Crusty. Is this guy running away? He's moving, but he doesn't... What are you doing? All right, Winnie, just don't get back. Get ready. Winnie, come on, get over here. That guy's definitely running away. He's fleeing in panic. Okay, this is fine. Is this man dead? Menino Tender is absolutely dead. All right, well, what kind... Did he have any gear at all? Megatherium wool tribal wear. You know, we could give it to Bernard. It's not an idea that I despise. Let's strip him. Okay, Toon, you and Winnie just go back to getting about your business, and we're going to let Crusty do that thing he'd do here. Crusty, strip him. Who's stripping him? You're going to eat his pemmican. Wow, talk about... Good lord. Winnie's like, yeah, I'm not messing around. I'm just straight up eating the dead man's food. I don't give a single shit. Crusty, prioritize hauling Menino Tender to the corpse hole. Yep. Only you, Crusty, are allowed to go in Krusty's corpse hole. 1, it's your corpse hole. 2, being around all these dead, rotting bodies doesn't offend you at all. This is sort of like Krusty's trophy room. Zone, let's get this stockpile. Speaking of which, we're going to expand Krusty's stockpile. This is the corpse hole. We allow only corpses and only human corpses. Excellent. Okay. You know what? Can we rename this? Is that like a thing that we can do? I guess not. Wait, hide, delete, rename. Yes. Let's just call this what it is. This is Krusty's corpse hole. Krusty's corpse hole. There we go. Now it's appropriately named, and we can leave another body to rot there. Might as well bring that club back. If nothing else, we could probably grab this tribal wear too. Here, you know what, Crusty? Prioritize hauling awful Megatherium wool tribal wear back. Winnie's going to fix the door. That's good thinking, Winnie. That's solid strategy right there. Go ahead and patch up that door. I'm beginning to wonder about our overall strategy here, though, since those guys did attack the door. What if we need to buy more time? Okay, hold on a second. Let's do this. So let's go more slate wall. And then we're going to put another slate door in here. And see if we can't... Well, we have double doors, so for us to get in and out, it's going to be kind of a real pain in the dick. Dude, what's wrong with you, buddy? You're fine. Good Lord. Don't use medicine on him. Don't even think about it. In fact, we're shutting medicine off for everybody. I don't want anybody getting medicine for stuff that they don't need medicine for. Toon has bruises. I don't want somebody medicining him. You can doctor him, that's fine. But we don't need to give him any medicine for his boo-boos. Also, Crusty, could you maybe put this in a fridge? We don't need to leave a deer carcass just sitting here rotting on the floor. If we toss it in a freezer, it's never going to spoil. Now we've got a stockpile of deer meat. See how this is useful, Crusty? How you doing, squirrel? Squirrel 01? SW1? That's my squirrel. Oh, goodness, we should probably wrap this episode up. I just gotten so excited. How's Toon doing? Let's wait and see how Toon comes out on the treatment. He has bruises from a club, and Winnie is... What are you even doing for bruises, Winnie? I don't even understand how you're applying treatment. What would you do even if we had medicine and we're willing to use it here to heal Toon's boo-boos? What the hell what would that medicine even be? Some kind of analgesic salve? And you have to feed him? Toon, Jesus, man, talk about milking an injury for a little extra sympathy. You have a bruise on your torso and a bruise on your left arm where you got whacked with a club. Come on, man. I'm milking it. Good Lord. All right, well, I'm ashamed for Toon, so I'm going to wrap this one up. If you enjoyed the episode, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section. Of course, your support does really mean a lot. And if you'd like to see Toon be a big baby on a regular basis, might consider subscribing as well, because he gets boo-boos surprisingly frequently. Ooh, I fell down and skinned my knee, Crusty. I need medicine. No medicine. Not putting a Band-Aid on that Toon. He troubles me. But thanks very much for watching. I'll see you again soon.